Live. All right, yes, it looks like we are. So going back here. Okay, I've got video. Let me just open up the live stream on my phone so that I can see comments as I get them, and we will get started shortly. Okay, YouTube app, DarthMart, come on. Your channel, live stream, there we go. Okay, perfect. So that's open. And let's start with our new tab. This time we're starting basically from scratch, although I do have a couple notes I've taken about this song. Namely, the bass part will be, where's my tuning? There we go, standard. It's tuned down a half step. There we go. And it's also going to be, oh, before we go to those other things, I'm going to go fit to width here so I can have a better idea of what's going on. And set my volume. I want it 3.5 in the bass track and 5 dB in the master. Oh, we're at 4.6 now. Okay, it's being a bit annoying. There we go, 5 dB. And our time signature is 138. It's constant the whole way through, which I love. And finally, the time signature is 7/4. The song is, let me just see if there's a space in there. There's not. So the title is Slow Dance. The artist is, I'm assuming it's pronounced Mind Design, but MNDSGN is how they style it. And of course, transcribed by yours truly. Right. So I've got the file open here on Audacity. If you can, if anyone can hear what I'm saying, just go ahead and give me a shout in the comments, just so that I can know that I'm not doing another live stream where all you see is my computer audio and you can actually hear me talking. That would be swell. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and save the file here. It's happened way too many times that I tried pushing through and forgot to save, and then next thing I know the program crashes and I lost an hour of progress. We are not going to have that happen here. I've got my fingers on the trigger. Control S, Control S, Control S is the name of the game. Okay, so that's all right. Now we can start to listen to the song. All right, I still had the click. Okay, so the bass starts during the 4th bar. I've got 2 screens going, and this, just to show you, this is my Audacity on my other screen. Right. Ah, sweet. Okay. Hello, Pseudo Vibes. Funny enough that you call me Darth. Most people call me Martin, like online in real life, whatever, but I've gone as DarthMart as my online handle for the longest friggin' time, and it used to be that I had a lot more. I mean, I still keep in touch with my online friends from back then. I mean, I still have them on Facebook and stuff, but I don't talk to them as much as I used to. Anyway, back in the day, they used to call me Darth all the time. Moving on. We have, okay, 1, 2, 3, going back to where the 4th bar starts, and we'll start tabbing shortly. Okay, so that, yeah, that's my note. 2, 3, 4. and we're gonna have a rest that is let's actually make it a full rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's when my note hits, which should be here, and 7, and okay, perfect. Hello, hello, Alania and Oka. Sorry if I mispronounce any of the names here. I'm just reading them as I see them. What I haven't determined yet is the key signature, and I'm just going to go ahead and real quick figure that out. I'm going to go on TuneBat, which is my usual resource for these things. I'm going to look up slow dance MNDSGN, and they're telling me it's in C sharp minor. All right. So going up here, minor, and C sharp. There we go. A couple of hotkeys I wanted to mention. There was the Control S I mentioned earlier, but there are some other really useful ones. For instance, you see how there's a little dot here? I can click period, dot's gone. Period again, dot's there. If I want a double dotted note, Control period, and there you have a double dot. And then I just hit period again, gone. And we also have the minus key to extend the length of the note or the rest. I'll just put a rest here. And a plus to shorten it. Plus, 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 minus, minus, minus. What's cool is in previous versions of Guitar Pro, you had to actually, to get the plus, you had to do shift plus. But now they let me shorten the note length with by just pressing equal. So like minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have a slide in and a slide out because the note kind of goes boom rather than just like a the whole time. Okay, let's try. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, I'm gonna make this an open note just because the slide goes super far down. Okay, so that's would be a dotted quarter, but I'm gonna link it with an eighth and then fifth and octave, so that'll sound like right. Da, da, da. Why does that sound out of tune? Whatever. Let me just check the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Oh, hey, Claudia. Thanks for the love to you and Shirian and Oka. Yeah, I do that stuff by ear. I do use several programs to come up with these tabs, namely Guitar Pro, as you're seeing right now, and Audacity. And for video editing, I use VideoPad Video Editor, although that has been quite frustrating with me lately. I might switch programs. That'll be the subject for another live stream. And what else? Oh yeah, any video, what's it called? Yeah, any video converter. That's I've taken the URL from YouTube, paste it here, convert it to an MP3. But yeah, no problem, Quadri. And sorry. What I'm trying to do right now is figure out the beaming for this song because it's in 7/4. I want to make it as legible as possible. Okay, I would do it like this. Let me just hear a measure for context. Okay, so we'll do it 4, then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Hey, glad to see you. You've picked up a bass, Claudia, and that you're getting started in this wonderful journey. I mean, I've been playing bass for it's been just about 12 years now. Oof, time flies. It was early 2010 when I first picked up a bass, but before that, I also had piano lessons for years. So that's part of why I already had the context with sheet music and stuff. All right, so now we've got our beaming figured out, and back to the song. Okay, Dana, and the rest. Yep. Actually, that would be 3, 5, 5. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and instead of the 7 here, I'm gonna make it a 12. Same note, different string, different fret. Go up and go. Oh, actually, instead of just doing the regular slide down here, I'm gonna do a shift slide like that. So it'll sound like. All right. Instead of yeah. So now this way you can you can actually hear it slide all the way down. Oh, new messages. Oh yeah, it's funny you mentioned trumpet. I didn't only take piano lessons, come to think about it, before bass. For a few years throughout high school, I was also on trombone. So those are the 3 instruments I have some kind of proficiency on. Piano and trombone to a lesser degree, but bass is my main one. Oh wait, if I this is the eternal challenge. Figuring out where exactly I want to put the notes, because there's several ways of playing the same note anywhere on the neck. So I want to take a couple things into consideration, where the original bassist might have been playing it, which one is more ergonomic, trying to make it not too much of a nightmare to play for a bassist, and oh yeah, glad to hear it, Elena, making the switch from violin. I mean, I'm not even sure I've ever touched a violin in my life, and so that stuff is kind of beyond me. Maybe once I'm like old and retired, it's something I'd pick up, but at the moment, it's not really on my mind. But yeah, it's cool to see you getting the bass bug. Same with Claudia. Okay. So that'll be the whole length. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad of a switch, and I like how this slide sounds. So I'm just gonna keep it like that, have it the open note, and then over here, move it over to the 5. Moving on. Oh. Hang on. Okay, that's the right note. That's the right note. Let me word for a second, because before I started this stream, that was one of the things I wanted to make sure of, that I had the right tuning, because you wouldn't have heard me talking about it in my previous live stream last week, but it took me forever to get the tuning right, because I kept thinking I had the lowest note and changing my strings accordingly, and then next thing you know, there was an even lower note, so I had to change everything up. It was annoying. So I got that out of the way early. Oh, and also figured out that the BPM was 138. By the way, this particular song is a request from my longtime patron, Pedro. And if Pedro happens to hear this this live stream, shout out to Pedro. And might as well include a shameless plug to my Patreon activities and mention that for anyone who's on the $20 or more tier, you get a guaranteed tab a month. Any patron from like the $1 level can participate in polls that I set up every week on like what's the next song I'm going to upload on Friday. And then $3 and more, you get access to my Google Drive folder, which basically every Guitar Pro session file, PDFs for all of my tabs, and MP3s of the isolated bass part that I tabbed. $5 or more, you get access to an exclusive tab a week, which I upload on Tuesdays, and $10 or more, you get to pitch in requests for those exclusive tabs. The headset I am using is currently a Bose, hang on, I got it for Christmas, Bose something. Hang on. I think I have the box somewhere around here, or do I? Did I already throw it out? My place is kind of a mess. There's a reason that my camera's not on right now. I moved not too long ago and things are all over the place. Bose, actually if I go into, come on, settings of some sort. Yeah, Bose AE2 SoundLink. I previously used Sony, it was MDR or WH something. Those worked great as well. And in between, I was using Sennheiser's, I think it was. Yeah, Sennheiser's HD280 Pro. Great pair of headphones, but those are wired. I had to run them through an old audio interface, and that audio interface has just given me a bunch of headaches since it's an M-Box from 2014. And so I got this new pair of Bluetooth headphones, and the thing with the Bluetooth headphones is I'm not exactly 100% on like the whole technology aspect of it, but I found that if I plug any old pair of headphones directly into my computer, the bass sound isn't that great, but it's when I run them through an audio interface or have the Bluetooth headphones that suddenly I've got that bass sound that I want again. One thing I've noticed though doing these tabs is if I'm wearing headphones that are marketed as extra bass, it sounds like garbage. Like, because I already have a bass track on top of a bass track, and then with the extra bass on top of it, I tried to do work on extra bass headphones once, and it just sounded like a wet fart. So yeah, brands I've had good times with are Sony, Sennheiser, and Bose. I haven't had much experience with other pairs, so I couldn't really tell you the ins and outs. So, anyway. Yeah, that's the note. Let's make it a tie with an eighth. Okay. 5/5 rest. That'll be another 5 down here. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Since I'm so used to tabs, and that's just how I think of the notes I'm playing in general. When I'm playing bass, I won't call them the note names. I'll just call them by the numbers. Sometimes the string they're on, but even that's a stretch. So sorry for any theory purists who are upset that I'm not naming the actual notes here, or couldn't really name them on the fly really fast. I've been playing bass so long without necessarily the greatest theoretical background. Like, I'm self-taught on bass, even though I took the piano lessons. So I take a lot of what some would consider unfortunate shortcuts. So, don't take bass lessons from me or something. I've tried that. It did not go well. So this is the closest I've got to being able to teach people bass, is this channel, making the tabs, putting them on YouTube, occasionally making a live stream like this where I show you the ins and outs of my process. All right. right high note here. Yeah. No. Oh, cool. Although I didn't actually want it. Oh, that's what I was missing. Rest here, and on to the next note. Okay. I'm hoping that... Oh, how long have I been playing bass? I have been playing since... it was January 2010. I don't remember the exact date at the moment, but I think it was the 26th. It shows up on my Facebook timeline, you know, like such and such years ago you posted this thing, and I posted a status on the day that I got the bass, so that's like my point of reference. But anyway, January 2010 is when I started playing bass, and before that I had been playing trombone in music class for a couple years, and before that I had taken piano lessons for 6-7 years. So I've very easily been playing music for longer in my life than I have not been playing music. But even so, it still feels like in certain aspects I'm just a beginner, you know? But I've been doing it for long enough that I know I can hold my own in like an impromptu jam or live or... Hello, Potato Seed. Thanks for dropping by. This has kind of turned into an impromptu Q&A, so I'm just gonna try and keep tabbing in between questions, and yeah. All right, here, because there's so many notes in common, I'm gonna copy paste and modify as I go along, which is another of my ways to just make this whole process faster. If I hear a part that's obviously the same, played the same way, I'll just, as I'm hearing it played back, I'll go and highlight it as the notes are being played, and as soon as there's like a huge alteration or something, I just Control C and then Control V. But that's not actually how the song goes, so I'm just going to Control Z and go back to what I was doing. Okay, first off, I'm going to change this open note to a 5 and tie that. Oh, and that's a chromatic run. Except on a different string. There we go. And I think that's a 3 down there. Wait. Oh, I shouldn't have copy pasted at all. It's different notes entirely. All right. Yeah, that sounds better. Oh, and this is going to be, yeah. Three, four, five, six, set, which is French for 7. I count in French because in French it goes all the way to 13, and then all the numbers are one syllable long, so it just makes it easier to count that way. And since this is in 7 and the first 2-syllable note in English is 7, it's easier to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and do it that way, just so it might be a bit easier to read. Oh, that one's actually a grace note. or ghost note or whatever, which will be, okay, I want to hammer it on. Oh, hammer-ons. H. Great little hotkey right there. And also, if you're going from a higher note down to a lower note, press H there. It's a pull-off. But I don't, there we go. Since this one doesn't have a full length value, we're gonna mark it as a grace note. Okay, so it is grace note. Cool. Oh yeah, ghost note would be the X. Yeah, that's a ghost note. I'm saying the X here, but the hotkey is literally X. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's hear it again. Yeah, that does sound like it would be the 7. So, just for the sake of consistency, I don't want to be making it so that the left hand goes all over the place if it can be helped. All right. That sounds good. Except for the fact that if I keep going like this, it's gonna switch hand positions on the next time this pattern comes along. I don't want that. So how do I fix that? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. Tie and 5 hammer 7, and then just hold backspace for a while. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, right, and also change these to 7s. There we go. All right, moving on. Some variations there, but it's still similar enough that a copy paste here is warranted. Oh, I was at, okay, starting at bar 9. Wait, hang on, what the hell is this? Whatever. Okay. If I make it a 5 here, oh, I might have just been playing myself here. Okay, go back to about 10 seconds in. 1, 2, 3, okay. Oh, okay, never mind. I was not playing myself. Okay, well, let's just make it a 17. Any bass will have that sort of scale length. And like this, and like that. And we're back to being consistent. Woo! Alright, now back to about 24 seconds in. Scrolling on Audacity on my other screen, which isn't shown at the moment. Actually, I'll make it give a peek. Hey, say hi to Audacity. Woo! Okay. Right. Make this a staccato. Yeah, okay. Okay, so you got that, and you got this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's add some more measures here. Oh, right! I forgot to mention another of the little tricks I have is instead of page grid, which is the default, on my way older videos, this was how I had my stuff set up. Like even on my Julia Plays Groove Mac Miller bass tab, there was this like unfortunate gap right around Thundercat's part where I had to do all this weird scrolling stuff because I didn't realize that I could just hit page parchment. Yay! Now there's smooth scrolling the whole way through. Close enough. It sounds like the 0 here might be sliding downwards, but the bassist, when they play live, only has a 4 string, so that unless he recorded with a more extended scale bass for the studio, that would be different. But for the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and keep that to how it currently is. Okay. Oh, right, forgot to tie the note there. There we go. Okay, okay, some differences still. I'm going to copy paste this section and modify it accordingly. Oh, right, this is the section I was unsure about if it's 355 or 345 as in a chromatic run. Yeah, I think that's a 355. So this one sounds more like a dead note. Oh, dead note, right. That's what I call them, not ghost notes. What does this have to say? They call it dead notes. So ghost notes, I imagine, is more like on the drums. And there's a staccato. Slight difference here. This is not an 8, it'll be a 5, I believe. Or will it? Yeah, okay, never mind. It'll be a 3 or an 8 on the lower string. Let's see how it plays out. Yeah, I'll make it an 8. Just because it's closer to the 7 over here. No tie note here. This is just going to go back to an 8th note. Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's a section an even longer section I could copy paste, starting here. It always seems at the start like I might be able to copy paste it no problem, but there's always these little variations. I feel like this is going to be one of those bass parts where he switches it up every so often. For example, this here is another chromatic run, so not a 5 here, it'll be a 4. Okay. These two are going to be staccatos. Yep, notes are right. Let's see what's staccatoed. And another linked note here, and I don't think that's right. All right. Yeah, I think rather than copy pasting large chunks, for this I'm better off copy pasting individual bars. So this will be a dead note. This is just me being particular for the most part, but with dead notes, there's always a note behind it. In this case, it's the 8. But from what I'm hearing, it would be closer to a 5, so I'm going to make that the dead note. New result is... yeah. Oh. Not usually, Jesse. I just saw your question about making, like using any effects in Audacity to make the bass easier to hear. Not usually, although there was one exception. It was when I did, it was the Fearless Flyers song, Ace of Aces. The way they had it mixed, the bass was panned hard right, I think, or hard left. It was like in one of the directions. So I used... I'll be hard pressed to remember what effect it is now, but there is an effect on Audacity where I was able to make it so that the left channel was centered and you heard nothing. Oh, hang on. No, I'm sorry. I'm giving you false information here. What was going on is that the bass was centered and the guitars were panned hard left and hard right. So I did this thing through Audacity. I forget the exact process, but like with some Googling, it should be, you should be able to find it. And it is doable directly on Audacity. So what I did was I took out the hard left and hard right channels, and only the audio that both of them had in common, aka the middle channel, the stuff that's panned in the middle, the bass, the drums, those still showed up clearly. So I was able to get a clearer bass sound that way with the guitars taken out of the way. But other than that, I usually just use my ear. Let me see if I can actually find the effect in question here. I think I'm not even sure it's an effect technically. It would be, oh yes, I think, okay, I'm just gonna bring on Audacity here to show you what I did. So effect, and then vocal reduction and isolation. Yeah, there we go, that's what I did. Isolate center. So it'll happen not as often nowadays, but especially in older recordings, you'll have instruments that are panned way hard in either direction, but the bass usually is panned right in the middle. So by taking out those side channels, you got a clearer bass sound. Right. So oh, whoops. Crap, where was I? 57 seconds. Right around here. Okay, so that'll be a length of 7. Something like that. Oh, not quite. Oh, no, it's 7 when you add the that rest. Yeah, so under 12 4 5 6, boom. Okay. Okay, this one has a length of 3/8 notes. And that leaves us with that. It's I try to take care to have the beat division marked out properly. It's harder to do when it's 7/4. But for this one, I'll keep it to a dotted 8th note and rest here. All right, next one. Right. Okay, lots going on here. Yeah, I think that's still a 3/5/5 rather than a chromatic run. Okay, I guess that's still an open. Oh, here we have a pentatonic run. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, so 7 here. And the 5 here. Nope. Oh, a 3 and... Oh yes, I accidentally hit the hotkey V here for vibrato. I don't use that one as much, and when I do, I prefer to have it a wide. If I right click here and click left hand vibrato wide, it gives it a more pronounced effect. Oh, other hotkeys. I don't think I mentioned it up to this point, but R is for arrest. And there's another big one. Oh yeah, for staccato, it's an exclamation mark, so shift 1. This one I don't use super often, but hitting T will let you put in any text you want. Right there in the notation. Oh, right, fresh bar. Okay, this will be a dead note. This sounds like it was a chromatic run. Let's hear it back. Yeah, I think it was. This is also one of those things that I might not hear the note right away, the right note, but when I'm playing them back side by side, when there's a note on my end that's not the same note as in the original track, it'll clash because it's usually just one semitone off or something, and from there, when I hear one of those clashes, I can play it back and set the notes until I finally get them right. There's a lot of trial and error going on in my process. I did it again. I'm just gonna. So what I did here is I copy pasted the frets were right, but the notes, the strings were wrong. So I have to go and do the same thing one string higher. Right, and then erase the original. I mean, this kind of goes without saying, but another hotkey, if you can even call it that, is when I want to erase a note, I just select it and hit backspace. Oh, there we go. So that's a dead note. Okay, yeah, I'd give that one a length of 6. That kind of 6. Which leaves us with 1. Yeah, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rest. Next bar. This one I'm trying to determine if I should make it slide up to the 7 or not. This is also something I try to capture in my tabs, the little, the fine touches. So let's hear it with the slide up. Yeah, as opposed to, hear that little difference? And then let me just hear the original, see which one sounds closer. Whoops. That's very subtle, but there is a kind of a slide up going on, so I'll just keep it. Oh, and it slides down too at the end. There we go. Ugh, I don't like the speed of that slow down. The longer the note, the slower the slide down at the end. But I have a way around that, which I will apply right now. Instead of making this a dotted whole note, I will make it just a regular whole note and add another. Yeah, so I'll tie it to a half note and slide that down instead. And the result is, yeah, much closer to the original that way. Alright, let's see how far I can copy paste, hopefully.
dance. We could really take time to get to know the rhythm. If you slow dance, I could really take time to get to know you better.
Yeah, there's so much variations, it's not even worth copy pasting more than one bar at a time, so I'm gonna do that.
Slow dance. We could really
Then note this.
slow dance. We could really
I'm not sure if this is going to be a chromatic run or not, like 3-4-5 as opposed to 3-5-5, but it's one of those things, like I was saying earlier, when I hear it played back, it'll hopefully be more obvious to my ears and I can modify accordingly if needed.
we could really
Yeah, Potato Seed, this is a lot of work. Usually I would have done like twice the work by now, but this is also just me really slowing down and trying to explain every part of my process, so naturally, if it was just me, it wouldn't be taking this long. Also, this song is above 5 minutes long, so I might not be tabbing the whole thing for this stream, just because that would take a while, and I would eventually run out of things to say. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this is basically, I see this as a way that I can maybe potentially be able to find a way to work for myself as like a full-time thing. And judging from the numbers I get on Patreon and Fiverr, I am well on my way to getting there. So at the moment, I'm working this and another job on the weekdays, and yeah, trying to make ends meet. But my Patreon numbers are going up and up and up. Not by a whole lot usually, a little bit every month, but I'm building towards something that I can hopefully try and, get out of the work a shit job hellscape. Not that my other job is that bad. I mean, I don't get that many hours at the moment, but anyway, that's enough about me. Back to the whatever you call this.
We could really take time to get to. We could really take time. Really take time to get. Really take time to get. Really take time. Time. Time to get. Time to get to. Time to get. Time. Time. Time to get.
Whoops. There we go.
Time to get to know. Time to get to know.
There we go.
Time to get to know the rhythm.
Instead of 2 tight eighths, I'm just going to make this a quarter note. Is that what I want to do though? I could make both of these quarter notes tied eighths just to like have that kind of thing going, but I'm not going to do that. So moving on.
Time.
Oh, hey, Scooterette. Yeah, well, you could try and learn it just from what I've got tabbed so far, but I would recommend that you wait until Tuesday when I have this uploaded on YouTube.
Time to get to know the rhythm. Time to get to know the rhythm.
Oh, that one is... I'm going to add a little grace note here. There. Yeah.
Time to get to know the rhythm.
Actually, is there a grace note?
Get to know, to know, to know.
Guess not. I could just slide it up. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, let's do that.
To know the rhythm.
Copy paste that. Okay, that's going to be a 7, lasting the entire duration of the note. Of the bar, I mean. Let's just make it a... Hang on. If I double dot... Oh! Okay, well that makes it convenient. Yeah, I can double dot a whole note and get my whole 7 beats that way. Perfect. But it does... You know what? Copy here, paste there. Problem solved.
If you slow dance, I could really take time to get to know you better.
Let me just check if the song structure changes at all. Oh, right. I'm gonna give you a better visual reference here. Just with what I'm doing here. Basically, I'm checking to see if the song structure changes at all, or if it's just, you know, the whole "if you slow dance" kind of thing the whole way through.
We should slow dance.
Oh, you should slow dance, yeah.
Time we lose sense of the hours.
Oh, there's a section without a bass. Big difference. Sarcasm.
All this romance, planet in the...
Oh, here's a different section. Okay, so there is something different towards the end here. Okay, we got ourselves a fade out here, which, judging from here, is going to be a fake out, because when it fades back in... Hold on, I'm just going to go ahead and check if that's part of the music video, because I think that was the file that I turned into an MP3 from YouTube. So, NDSGN slow dance. Oh yeah, you can see here I already looked it up live just to see where the bassist plays exactly. Well, okay, so I actually took the official audio for that, and okay, so it's not the music video, it's part of the actual song. Cool, good to know. Well, look at that. No bass part at all. That means that this song is not as long as I was dreading it would be. I might still cut it short before finishing... Might cut the stream short before finishing tabbing the song, but for now, let's just keep going. If I can find where I left off, that would be swell. Okay, well, according to Guitar Pro, I'm about 1 minute 22, and that would be around here.
If you slow dance, I could really take time to get to know you better. If you slow...
Right, okay, copy pasting one measure at a time.
Slow dance, slow dance.
that kind of stuff, where I was able to just determine on the fly that these were the notes. That comes from years of playing bass, noodling around, playing with other people, just getting to know my instrument very, very well. I was gonna say intimately, but it's not like I fuck myself with it. It's I don't know if it's just that I have a particularly good ear or something, but I do also have a lot of practice that goes behind these skills. So this isn't me trying to be discouraging. Well, here's my piece. When I started playing bass, just like most other people who picked up the instrument, I sucked. I was not a good bass player. In fact, I my bedroom used to be upstairs at the time, and my parents and sister made it so that my bedroom moved to the basement so that they wouldn't hear my playing as much. It wasn't that great. And then I just kept playing. I found myself some tabs off of Guitar World. I was huge into Metallica at the time, so trying to figure out their songs. And I had recently bought Holy Diver by Dio, Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, this Led Zeppelin best stuff called Mothership, and that was kind of my basis. And I was just trying to figure out exactly what they were playing and practicing. I had music class, was doing my homework from there, practicing, just like almost all of the spare moments I had in from grade 10 when I got my bass onwards were just practice, just on my own at first, and eventually I got not too bad and started playing with other people, and it went from there. All this to say that you can get good, hopefully. I guess you also need some amount of talent, but it's not really for me to judge what, like. Anyway, if you practice a whole lot, well, you're on the right track.
Really take time to get really take time to get to know.
Okay, link to a quarter note. I think that's it. Yeah.
Really take time to get to know you better.
I'm not even sure there is a note being played at the end there. I'll listen to it back a few times.
Really take time to get to know you better. Know you better.
No, I wouldn't say there is. So I'm just gonna go and do that. Oh, more comments. Good question, Potato Seed. I mean, I'm not exactly an authority on this matter. It really varies by person. Me, how many years would it take for a bass player to learn by ear? It depends on the person. I'm trying to remember how long it took until I was comfortable really doing that kind of stuff. And keep in mind, also, this is from me practicing religiously. I was hardly doing anything else. Would have taken like almost a year. And that was for more simple songs too. Like I wasn't about to crank out some friggin' Dream Theater or anything at that point. I still have a hard time with Dream Theater. But I can play some of their songs now. Anyway. For a bass player to yeah, it's really hard to say. I mean, for me, it didn't take me that long. relatively, but also you got to keep in mind that I had been taking piano lessons for years before the fact. Had taken trombone before then too, so I already had kind of an affinity for the low end. But one of the things that I've kind of ever since I picked up the bass, I've been kind of like force training myself to do is whenever I listen to music and that there is a bass part that can be heard, just focus on it really hard. And I've noticed that's something that other instrumentalists have with their instrument. Like I was in a band and I know a couple drummers, and when we talk about music, they're talking about it in relation to the drums, what the drums are doing. Me, I'm not paying attention. I mean, I'm paying attention to them to see like how I could play a part on the bass that matches maybe, but when I'm just listening to music on my own, I'm usually focusing on the bass, and that's something I've made myself do since high school, and that I found really helped when you're trying to play along. Just like, have your headphones, have your iPod. I'm dating myself with that comment. But have your music player, and just like there's a part you're unsure about, you play it over and over and over and over. And hopefully from there you can kind of get a feel for what's going on. And you don't need to limit yourself to bass either. You could be like, hey, for this I want to focus on what the guitar is playing. I want to focus on the backup vocals. That's something I've been trying to teach myself as well from, playing live. Sometimes I'm required to do backups. And oh, another comment. I just look at the chords of. Oh, okay, yeah. You're starting from the chords. That's you could say it's a bit of a shortcoming with my process. Is I have no friggin' clue about chords. Okay, I have a clue. Like if you tell me it's a C, I don't know, seven sustained, whatever bullshit it is. I hear that, and all I really hear is a C. So of course, on the bass, I'll play a C, and then from there, I'll try and play notes that kind of go along well with it. Like for me, it's just that I've been doing it for so long that I've kind of become a feel player. So I'm not really the best person to say like, hey, this is since it's that chord, you should play this and blah blah blah. I've never looked at the chords when learning a song. I'm listening to strictly what the bassist is playing, and I'm trying to get that translated to the frets. I just look at it in the net. I mean, looking it up in the net, if you're looking it up on YouTube, I mean, half the time you'll probably find my stuff. It's just, I'm not the best at teaching. And like I said earlier, this is just my way of teaching people how to play. That's how I approach music. It's how I view it. It's just my process. And I realize that it won't work for everybody. I've got people hounding me fairly often in the comments about, hey, the chords aren't right, you didn't do this and that. And well, once a video is up on YouTube, I can't really change it. I would need to delete and re-upload it, and I can't be bothered for most of them because I already have so many views on them, and I don't feel like starting from scratch. You feel? Oh, Angel Eyes, yeah, by Fur. Yeah, decent bass line in that one. Okay.
know you better.
Right, I was on to the next bar here.
Know you better. Know you better. You better.
Okay, oops. Right, this is a bit of a piss off for me. To scroll faster, I only know of one program that does this, Guitar Pro. If I hold down Shift and I scroll, it scrolls down way faster. problem is my control key is right next to my shift key. So if I accidentally press control scroll, it changes the size of the tablature. So control C and scroll and okay, cool. This note doesn't happen, so I'll go ahead and, you know what, I could just do a half note. Right. Okay, so there's a 7 count before it moves on to the next note, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see how, oh, this is not tied. Okay. Oh, right, another hotkey right here. 0 on the numpad. This will add a rest in front of the note I have selected so that I can hit 7 here and tie that. Another hotkey that I don't personally use all that much is C for copy. So that'll add a duplicate of the note I have selected after the fact. I think that's how it goes. Let's hear it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's my bar. Next one. Oh, and another hotkey I'm just going to mention, in case I don't finish this tab by the time I'm done my live stream, is Control R. When there's a series of empty blank bars at the same time, Control R makes it so that 3 rests, or 3 full bars that are nothing played in it, so it'll look like that. But I save that till the end because if I try and add some more bars, see what it does here? I don't want that. I want to work with all the empty bars visible until I'm done. So Control R to reverse it, and back to where I was. Yeah, we'll make it chromatic. Yep. Not sure if I should have these as staccatos or as dead notes. Okay, let's hear it as dead notes. Yeah, I'll keep it as dead notes. Yeah. Oh, that's not a staccato, even. Okay, pretty easy one here. The only difference is that note, which will be, I believe, this. Yeah. This will be the closest. Oh, I don't want that to be a slide in. Delete that. This one I'll make a grace note and a hammer on. Oh, that's something I want to, I've been trying to do for the past, I don't know, year or two, where I tried to mark all of my grades notes as either slides or hammer-ons. Okay, that'll be a dead note. Yeah, I'm not even gonna put a dead note here actually, since I don't really hear the bass doing anything there. Okay, let's hear it like this. Okay, yeah, I'll make it chromatic.
We could really get down and bust it right. We could really get down and bust it. We could really get down and bust it. We could really get down and bust it right. Move. We could really get down and bust it right. Move. Right. Move. Bust it right. Move. Bust it right. Move. Bust it right.
Finally, there's the one bar here that's pretty much the exact one as that bar, so I don't need to worry about alterations there. Oh, one thing I'll do here is the 8 instead. Yeah, there we go. That seems a bit better. There we go. At the moment, I'm basically just doing the process I would be without much talking. But if you have if anyone seeing this has any questions or comments or anything, feel free to shoot something in the comments, and I'll be seeing it pretty much immediately, and I'll respond accordingly. So yeah. Okay, I'm only gonna copy paste the one. I'll just do this one normally. Okay, copy this, paste there, and copy this, paste there. Oh, one tiny difference here is there. Yeah. Whoa, that was like 4 bars in a row with little to no variation. I love it when that happens. Probably my favorite song for that, just being able to copy paste when I was done a section, it was Honeybee by Unknown Mortal Orchestra. The song is literally just the same part 4 different times. That's it. Like the same chord progression, whatever you want to call it. I did make that unfortunate mistake in that tab, though, that because it was the 4 copy pastes, I made the mistake 4 times, so that was a bit of a piss off. If you go into Honeybee by or my tab for Honeybee by Unknown Mortal Orchestra, it's explained in the description and in one of the comments. Anyway. Yeah, okay, instead of the dead note here, I'll do that, and cool, moving on. Ooh, yeah, there's that part coming up with no bass in it. staccato here. Shout out to M. Smith. Yeah, M. Smith, I freaking love you. You've been around for a long, long time, spreading the good word on Patreon, making requests and comments, showing love in the comments. I love you. Whoops, there we go. You know what? That does kind of make it more legible. So if I go and do this and that and this and just keep doing it for... I would have to be constant throughout the whole thing. Oh, cool. Yeah, Steve Monite, if it's the one I think it is, it was not an actual bass line. It was on a Moog that the bass part was played, but I don't really transcribe synth lines. I'm not a synth tabs channel. I'm a bass tabs channel, so I kind of had to adapt. But yeah, some sick music coming out of Nigeria, I think it was. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to go and change these last bars so that it looks more consistent like that, rather than like this or like that, or... Oh, hang on. My cat's scratching at the door. Yes? We keep her food in the office. She was hungry. If I had my camera activated, I would show her off, but that is not the case. And the more I'm talking about changing all these up, the less I'm certain of it. So for the moment, let's just keep going. I might change up those things after I'm done the live stream, I mean. Let's change this to a 3 and a dead note. Yeah. There we go.
Sense of the hours. All this romance is as delicate.
Okay, so for empty, and then let's just put up a placeholder here so I know where to restart, and back to it.
This romance is as delicate.
This run is gonna be the death of me. Is it chromatic? Is it not? Who the hell knows?
This romance is as delicate as the pot. As delicate as the pot that holds. As delicate as the pot that holds the flower. As delicate as the pot that holds the flowers. The flowers. Love is a
Sweet.
the flowers. Love. Love is a love is a seed planted in the ground that keeps on growing. Love is a seed planted in the ground. Seed planted in the ground. Seed planted in the ground that keeps. Seed planted in the ground that keeps on growing. Seed planted in the ground that keeps on growing. On growing. And the time we spent since the time. And the time. And the time. And the time. And the time.
I'll make this one a dead note. Yeah.
And the time we spent since the fire in our hearts felt like to keep on glowing. The fire in our hearts felt like to keep on glowing. The fire in our hearts felt like to keep on glowing. The fire in our hearts felt like to
trying to find a good measure of. Yeah, okay, this is a good template to work from. Okay, and we finally got to where the song changes up a little, and that'll last us about 30 seconds of song until a fade out, and yeah. Right. We're almost at the end. Yeah. So this is 7 ticks. Sure. No, that's not right. That's probably going to be better. Yeah. Oh, actually, this is more of a slide. Sure. just read your question, Francois, and honestly, I don't have a reason why I prefer Audacity over Transcribe, but that's simply because I've never actually used Transcribe before. It's just Audacity is the program I'm used to. I've been using that since like probably middle school. It's just, yeah, maybe a thing of comfort. Just it's my program. It's what I'm used to. It's if it ain't broke, don't change it. That's kind of my view on why I use Audacity. The only program that I'm really thinking of changing right now is my video editing software. That's mainly because of when I record songs, I do it 4 times slower so that the when you see the ticker go by, it'll go a lot smoother when I speed it up 4 times in the video editing. But the thing is, when I speed it up the 4 times, it's always a little off. So you would think when recording at 25% speed, and then in the video editing, I play back the clip at 400% speed. No, it's never actually 400%. It's like 405%. And sometimes I have to like chop it up all throughout the video so that it'll keep up. Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but yeah, that'll be the material for another live stream if I get to that. And thank you, Lucia. Not sure how to pronounce your name, but I'm glad you enjoy my work. Okay. Just I do it as 2 tied half notes because it's slower when sliding down that way. I mean faster. It's a faster slide down. And that's it. That's all of the bass notes for this song. So now I'm going to do a couple edits to make it a bit easier to read, and once that's done, I will do the words, the side-by-side playthrough to see if there's any notes I might have screwed up. I get the feeling that all of these runs are chromatic, as in 3, 4, 5, but yeah, we'll find out when we get there. So for now, I'm just looking to see if there's anything that could be made more legible, quarter notes where it might have been better placed as half notes. Oh, here's something. Yeah. And link it here and rest it there. And yeah, okay, that looks a bit more legible. Okay. Oh, I already had a tie note there. Look at that. Whoops. Oh, okay, here's something. that's better. Okay, moving on. That'll do. Almost there, I think. Oh, here's one. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Oh, okay, and now we're back to that end section, which I'll give another listen back to it just to make sure I've got it all sorted. And once that's done, we're moving on to the side-by-side playthrough. There. Okay. Now I can hit the old Control R, and we're moving on to the side-by-side. So here on Audacity, I go -5 dB in the gain. Then I turn on the click, and I turn on the click here too, so that I want to make sure that the clicks line up, and once they do, I can turn off the clicks and be comfortable in that both the Guitar Pro and the Audacity are synced, and then listen to the side-by-side for anything that might be fishy. Okay. So this tends to be a bit of a bitch, because it takes me a few tries usually to get it synced just right. See, that was close, but I don't want to hear two separate clicks. I want to hear like one extra loud click. That's when I know I've got it perfectly synced. Yeah, definitely not that. Closer. Still close. Actually, you know what? I don't need it to be exactly synced. That was more when I'm setting the tempo and making sure that I've got everything set up perfectly. But since this is quantized rather, to 138 BPM, it's not as much of a concern. So I'll make it go when it's close enough. Oh, like that. Exactly what I was looking for. Wow. The nitty gritty is right. Yeah, I've heard it enough times where it should have been 345. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make them all 345. And if there are any screw ups from there, I'll deal with it at that point. 345, 345, 345, 345, 3. Oh, okay, all chromatic for a while, and okay, 345, 345, 345, 345. Looks like I kind of just subconsciously clued in that it would all be 345 from that point on, and okay, good to go. Let's try this again. I know, right? Potato seed, when it lines up. Woo! But now I gotta line it up again, and with my minor correction, see if that's the one. Close. Yes! The mic is on. I learned from my mistakes, plus odd. It's too bad you caught me right towards the end of my live stream, but I mean, once I'm done this, it'll be up for anyone to rewatch, so he can enjoy my rambling then. No, not that. Not that either. That'll do. have it. The rest is just instrumental stuff that. Oh, hang on. Right, there was still that section where it's gonna have like where it fades out. But right, to address the other comments that came in when I was listening to the side by side just now. Um, I did not have the mic off purposely. I realized after I uploaded or after I finished streaming and listened back to it that my voice was just not there at all, and I was talking throughout the whole thing too. It was a little frustrating because I had some good comments there too. But yeah, I put out a little status on it after on my community page on YouTube saying, "Whoops, sorry, be back next week with Mike." Essentially, I had just it was a problem with OBS. I forgot to add an extra mic or an extra input for audio input capture, they call it on here. So I just had the display capture going with the sound coming directly out of my computer. And so yes, Potato Seed, my mic was supposed to be on the last stream, and the only one who got to hear all of the insights I had was my wife in the other room. So yeah. Anyway, that's about as much as I wanted to cover for now. When the video gets uploaded on Tuesday, there will be, of course, the section added with the fade out at the end, and there might be a couple of aesthetic changes here and there, but otherwise what you just saw there is largely what will be up on YouTube on Tuesday. And so thank you everyone for checking in, for keeping me company and making sure that I'm not just talking to a wall the whole time. So thanks everyone, glad to have you here, and I will see you next time. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, yes, comment. Thank you so much. Looking forward to. Oh, yeah, cool. Yes. See you then. Oh, and look at that. In my time zone, it's about to be 4:20. I wonder what I'm going to do next. Woo! See you next stream. Okay, if I can figure out how to turn this off, that would. There we go. End stream. Devil's lettuce. Exactly. You got it, Francois. See you next time.